Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. What are we looking at today? Well, sorry to say, nothing new today. We're looking at an old deck, no new cards, so I'm sorry if you wanted to see a deck with new cards. Kind of hard to have a video every day showcasing new cards when the latest set was basically just Gnar. And a little bit of Yuumi and Galio. And Udyr is crying in the corner. But what are we looking at today? We're going to be looking at an old deck that kind of dropped off. This was definitely one of the strongest decks of its time, if not the strongest deck of its time, that got hit by quite a few nerfs, but is, in my opinion, fairly strong in the meta. And actually, recently, I want to say about a week ago, maybe less than a week ago, actually reached rank 1 on the America's Ladder. I believe it was the America Ladder. Could have been Europe, but I'm pretty sure it was America Ladder. What are we talking about today, though, you might say? You might be already saying, like, streamer, stop rambling. Just talk about the deck. We're talking about Draven SION. Draven SION, pretty strong deck even after the nerfs. Kind of just fell off to the wayside because of a lot of things between both nerfs and a surge in Ionia popularity. Kind of fell off. Now, though, in the current meta, which is a fairly heavy mid-range meta with a sprinkling of aggro, it seems pretty good. Not that many mini-morphs in the meta. Targon's in the meta, but it's pretty much just Pantheon decks. Not many Falling Comets, not many Equinoxes. Ionia, Lee Sin, basically, is kind of just gone, at least on ladder. Let me just say that, on ladder. I'm not talking about tournaments here. So with that all said, it looks like it's a great time for Draven SION to come back. So let's go and look at the deck. All right, welcome to the deck. Now, I have not changed anything about this deck. This is the exact list, the 40 cards that were used to get rank 1, and I didn't want to change anything. But if you want to change stuff, go ahead. There are definitely some flex spots in the deck, but I wanted to show the deck as is, without any changes. But I do think there are some cards you could definitely change around. Survival skills, the amount of lost souls, whether you want Vi, how many biggest fans and grenadiers you want. Do you want Decimate? I know some people like Decimate in Draven SION. How many rummages, etc., etc. But I like the current list that is being shown here, the one that got rank 1. So why is Draven SION good in the meta, in my opinion? As I said earlier, lots of mid-range. Yordle stuff, Bandle City stuff, go wide, Yordle in arms. Draven SION, in my opinion, is good against that stuff because they also, this is pretty much a mid-range deck too. We can also go fairly wide ourselves, thanks to Lost Soul, Twin Blade Revenant, Sump Dredgers, Zonite Urchins, Fallen Riders, Boom Baboons. So we go pretty wide ourselves. Grenadier also helps that too. And most importantly, or at least extremely importantly, survival skills. Survival skills is so good against other mid-range decks, being able to win a combat and then potentially even getting some free damage in thanks to whatever unit got hit by the survival skills not being able to, well, have its health drop below 1. It can still die to things like Vengeance, of course. But yeah, and you can also hardcast it too, so your opponent plays, let's say, Yordle in arms, and then you're like, oh, that's cute, Yordle in arms. I'm going to play survival skills in response to Yordle in arms, and sure, everything's going to get reduced to 1 health, but at least I can block all, if not most, of the units and not die. And then on the next turn, go for a kill with something like Scion or the Burn, because we do have a lot of burn. There's a lot of burn in this deck, with 3 Get Exciteds and 3 Mystic Shots. How much burn is that? That's 15 points of burn right there. That's a lot of burn. Anyway, though, let's go and look through this deck really quick. We can explain why certain cards are in this deck and why certain numbers of cards are in this deck. So what have we got up first? We got 2 Poro Cannons. Poro Cannon's just a really good card for discard decks. 0 mana discard spell. So you can use it to basically burst speed, summon units like Grenadier, which can just ruin your opponent's day. And the Daring Poros are nice too, just a little extra chip damage as well. 1/1 elusives, very, very good. You can also just use them to block things that are annoying like Fizz. So pretty good spell. Two Draven, biggest fans. Um, this card, it's an interesting card. By playing Draven's biggest fan, you can actually skimp on the amount of Dravens you play, which this list is doing, and playing a single Vi. The thing is, I personally like 3 Dravens because I really, really like Whirling Death. But going into Draven's biggest fan lets you play Vi, and Vi is pretty good here in this deck, so we're playing 2 biggest fans. And it's fine too, even in the late game. In the late game, you might say, well, isn't it kind of bad in the late game? It's a 1-mana 2/1, and maybe you don't want to put Draven on the top of your deck. That's cool. Just use it as discard fodder for a Rummage or even a Spinning Axe or something. 3 Grenadiers. Another card where you can just cut down and play less of if you want to play other cards. I think 3 is the correct number at the moment. Like I was saying, fairly mid-rangey meta at the moment, and this card is just really, really good. You use this with Spinning Axes, you use this with Portal Cannons, getting burst speed blockers. You can also use it to push in damage against slower decks or decks that are trying to be slow. So pretty good card in my opinion. 3 Zonite Urchins, not much to talk about here. This is pretty much just going to be used to cycle through your deck and discard things like your Flame Chompers from Boom Baboon and help you find your Scion. Scion's pretty much always going to be leveling on turn 7. If Scion doesn't level by the time he gets summoned, something is going terribly wrong in the game. So yeah, Zonite Urchin just helping cycle through the deck to find Scion. Boom Baboon giving us Flame Chompers. Boom Baboon's probably actually quietly one of the strongest cards in the deck just because Flame Chompers is so good, letting you just tie up annoying units and push in extra damage because since we have so much burn, every point of damage you push through is insanely good. A lot of decks don't really have healing nowadays. Most decks are just trying to push in more damage themselves and outrace each other, so there's very little healing. Like I was saying, not many Targon decks, so not many Star Shapings, not many Guiding Touches. The only real healing deck out there, or deck that has decent healing, I'd say, is Darkness. Darkness is the one deck I would say you should probably look out for with this deck, but Darkness isn't too popular. But yeah, Boom Baboon's just a great card. 3 Fallen Riders, just more discard fodder, and it helps smooth out your curve. Just a 2-mana 4/2 once it turns into Risen Rider is just so strong and lets you push in a lot of extra damage. Especially even if you have Flame Chompers out too, or when you have Flame Chompers out, use the Flame Chompers to tie up a Fearsome blocker and just have the Rider push in more damage. 3 Mystic Shot, just a strong PNZ card, not much to talk about here. Gonna go face a lot of the time, gonna be used to get rid of annoying units, so pretty strong card. 2 Rummages helps you just keep cycling through the deck. It's pretty much just a 2-mana draw 2 at burst speed because we're discarding cards we want to discard like Lost Souls, Boom Baboon, not Boom Baboon, Flame Chompers, Fallen Riders, Spinning Axes even. And another burst speed way to summon your Reborn Grenadiers or your Flame Chompers as well alongside your Portal Cannon, so pretty good card. 2 Arachnoid Sentries. We're not playing Flock here, so Arachnoid Sentry is not as good as it is in other Draven Scion lists, but it's still a pretty good card. This card's just been great ever since the game came out. 3 mana 3/2, and then you stun a unit is just so good. Being able to stun just annoying challengers, big units, or scout units, or something that's been buffed by, say, like a For Demacia or a Yordle in Arms is pretty solid. 2, also it's pretty good against a Lurk decks too, against Rek'Sai, right? 2 Dravens. Again, we pretty much explained already why there's only 2 Dravens here. Draven's biggest fan lets you cut down on the Dravens. You would go up to 3 Dravens if you really cared about his champ spell, and I do like his champ spell, but I feel like 2 is the correct amount in this current meta. If he was still a 3/3, I would definitely really want to play 3, but as a 3/2, he kind of sucks, in all honesty, but he's still pretty strong. 3 Get Excited's just more burn to face. That can also be used to remove annoying stuff if you really needed to remove annoying stuff, but I feel like a lot of the time, Get Excited is just going to be face damage. But, of course, getting rid of annoying things and saving your units to push in more damage is definitely a strong play. 3 Sump Dredgers, pretty much like Zonite Urchin here, just cycling through the deck. activating discard synergies, so we play all 3 of them. 2 for survival skills. The card is nuts in mid-range metas and just great overall. Outside, as long as you're not running into hard removal like Vengeance or Mini Morph, card's great. 1 of Vi. We're just trying to beat other mid-range decks, so we're going to play... Vi is pretty good at that too. There's not really another champion you might want to play. Maybe a 1 of Jinx, but we're not really emptying our hand. We're discarding a lot, but we're not emptying our hand. You could also consider maybe a 1 of Rumble. Rumble is definitely a consideration too, but Vi, I think, is the best 1 of champ out of all the champs you could play. Ezreal is also a consideration, but we don't have enough things that are targeting to consistently level up Ezreal fast enough, and spells to play after Ezreal levels up anyway. 3 Scions, we really just want to play Scion on 7, maybe 8 if we're attacking on evens, so we play all 3 Scions, of course. 3 Lost Souls lets you grind really hard, since again, like I said, Equinox and Targon is not that popular. You can actually go for a really grindy game with the whole Twin Blade Revenant Lost Soul loop you can get going on. And very, very few decks are actually going to be able to keep up with the amount of value that Lost Soul and Twin Blade will bring. So that's basically the deck. Pretty much just a mid-range deck. Just play it like that and then top out with Scions, Burn, or Lost Soul value, and that is pretty much how you're going to win games. So, fun deck. While I'm not much of a mid-range player, this is a deck I played a lot of when it was really strong, when Twin Blade had Challenger instead of Fearsome, and Draven was a little bit strong, Draven was a 3/3 and Scion was a little bit bigger. I still think it's a good deck, and it's a fun deck, which is actually why I played it back when it was strong. I also found it fun. So, let's go and take it for a spin on ladder right now. You know how I was saying Targon's not really around? Well, I ran into Targon. Now, granted, I'm actually considering keeping this whole hand. It's a little slow, but I think I'll keep it all. I like it all. But yeah, like, this is not that heavy of a invoke list. Like, I doubt my opponent's going to play things like... Oh, that's a little annoying. It's actually kind of really, really annoying. I'm going to just pass here. But yeah, my opponent's probably not going to be playing too many things like Spacey Sketchers, Solari Priestesses, Star Shapings. I'm actually going to just pass again. This hand really kind of sucks, so I'm just going to pass again. If they play a unit, I'll play the biggest fan. If they don't, I'll just pass and play probably Sump Dredger here. This is not what I want to do, by the way. This is really, really not how I want to play this matchup. It feels really bad. Interesting. But yeah, like, thankfully our deck is fairly decent right here. Crescent Guardian's probably going to just die to get excited. And in fact, I'll do it now. I think because I'm against Nightfall, I can slow this game down. And in this matchup, I think I'm the control. My opponent is the beatdown. So I'm trying to play the... role of control right now. Just clearing their stuff here, and then we're going to get on board with our units. Probably just going to play Draven here. I want the spinning axe so I can burst speed summon Grenadier. It's why I use my Get Excited to get rid of our Draven's biggest fan. My opponent might be thinking like, oh, they don't have any discard fodder for the axe. We're just going to attack in here, except without that. Very nice. So, yeah, this is good. This is good. We can either summon Vi next turn. I'm thinking I might summon Twin Blade. They're going to Nightfall here. That's fine. I might just get excited on that, in all honesty. But yeah, I'll probably just get excited here and kill this. I'm going to get rid of that, actually. So that's only, what, 3 mana? I'll still have 3 mana left over. Couldn't Mystic Shot that. That's definitely a Nightfall activation. I feel a Nocturne coming up here. Let's see what they do here. If they just attack, I'll Mystic Shot, get excited, killing this. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll safety block with the Sump Dredger on Crescent Guardian to make sure it actually dies. Losing a little bit too much health here. Little bit annoyed that I am playing the control here. I wish I had like a Zonite Urchin. If I had a Zonite Urchin early, I would be much, much more happy here. That's still fine. Good news is they can't play Nocturne because of that. Maybe they'll play Diana here? I also don't know why they're playing Aphelios. So are they playing like 3 Dianas, 2 Nocturnes, 1 Aphelios? I think the way the champs are ordered, I'm not sure of this, is it's ordered from like the highest amount of champs from left to right. Like, so it could be a 2-2-2 split. I'm just going to pass again. There's not really much I need to do here. I'm going to take a lot of elusive damage, but that's fine. We can push a lot of damage back ourselves. So we're just going to get excited like this and that. Mystic Shot. And I'll safety block here. And just take 2. Yeah, I think this is how I'll do it. Yeah, this is fine. Little afraid if they have Pale Cascade. They're representing it. They don't have it. That's great. And now I can just push in a lot of damage. I can Twin Blade Risen Rider next turn and even Spinning Axe Grenadier out. Another Duskbringer is nothing. All I need to worry about now is Doom Beast. Doom Beast is the only problem right now. And hello, Scion. We're just going to summon our Fearsomes. They can't even block our Fearsomes, in fact. Seems good for me. So I think my opponent's next turn is their last turn. Let's see if they can set up a strong turn here. Dusk Petal into Aphelios? Nocturne, okay. Sure, but I can just push in a decent amount of damage here. Which is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to push in as much damage as possible right now. And see where I go from here. But yeah, I could actually see them taking all of this. How much is this? 13 damage? I could see them going to 4. Onto Dusk. Ugh. I can always discard Vi. Like, Vi is my discard right now if I need a discard. I would be very surprised if they block with Nocturne. That feels like a defensive... defensive what? Unto Dusk here? Yeah. Seems good for me. So everything on their side will have Nightfall.
Raise your weapon, Sunwood.
Interesting. I'm just gonna play Vi. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Just summon Vi here. They're not getting around Vi. And we're just gonna block everything. So 4-2 into Nocturne. Draven gets pulled. So 4-2 into Nocturne. 4-3 here. And I think this? I think this is my best block. Might have a better one. But I like this. They could Pale here. Another Unto Dusk. That's fine. So we win. I just played Scion next turn and I win the game, I think. So I could level up Vi here with a Spinning Axe. And I think I will. I'm going to get another Spinning Axe anyway, so I'll just level up Vi. It's not like it actually really matters. I think we're just going to win here. We're going to play Scion. There's nothing they can do here. We have too much HP. Between a leveled up Vi and a Scion, who's also leveled up, yeah, they're not stopping this.
Coming to save the day. Or wreck it.
GG. Like, once I play Scion, GG. Good old Scion. Even though he's been nerfed and he's only an 8-6 instead of a 10-6, he still ends games.
Vi stands for victory.
Okay, Pantheon. Pantheon's gonna be a little bit difficult. We don't really... I'm gonna mulligan everything here. Yeah, I think in this matchup we're the beatdown. It's going to be a little tough, though. We don't have anything like Flock here. Flock would be really, really good in this matchup. Survival skills, I think, is going to be how we win here. But this hand is not good at all. And that's really not good to see. I need to draw like a Draven or a Draven's biggest fan. Or at the very least, discard fodder. But yeah, this is not good. Our opponent's drawing insanely well. Turn 1 Seeker, turn 2 Goat. We have nothing here. No Zonite Urchin, no Draven. That's good. That is good, I will say, at least. If I can find a way to discard survival skills through a spell, like a Rummage or something, I'll like this hand. For now, though, not a big fan. We're just gonna pass. Thankfully, they're not banking spell mana, so that's the good news. The bad news is I don't really have anything for this. I think I'll just stun that. Stun this and block the 2 goats. I could Mystic Shot here, but I don't want to Mystic Shot and then get hit by anything. You know. Sharp Sights, Hail Cascades, etc., etc. I mean, I'm really not in a good spot here. I'm just going to do this. I'm just cycling through my deck. This is not good. Okay, Zonite Urchin's good, though. I might Zonite Urchin throwing away. I will do this attack, though.
I'll stop you.
But yeah, Saga Seeker and Wounded White Flame, we're just done. They had too much of a good start. We're just gonna do... I don't even know. I'll just pass. This is not good. I think I'll just be dead here, in fact. Am I dead? Well, I'm not dead yet. That's nice. But... I don't have much else going on here. I still want my Draven here. I still want the, I'm not playing around Rally, by the way. I guess they have Rally. Oh, God. Oh, they don't have Rally. I want my Spinning Axes here. I think Spinning Axe is just so good right here. Because burst speed, survival skills. Too good. And Pantheon's leveled. Okay. Are we dead? Do you have a Pantheon 2 on top of all of this? Guiding Touch? Well... Alright, they're cycling. Did you just top deck it? Well... I could Mystic Shot... It's like I could Mystic Shot here to make sure it takes some damage and bring it down to 4 health. I think I'll do that. This might be incorrect, but whatever. So the good news is I've got a burst speed blocker if they open attack, which I highly, highly doubt they will. I don't have a good attack here, sadly. They have a 3-2 blocker and Bright Steel. Another Mystic Shot is good. So we're just going to do this.
Yeah, okay.
And... something like this, I think, is the play. So if I survival skills, it'll buff this, or it'll, yeah, buff that guy. Guiding Touch is okay. All right, so I don't like this. I really do not like the spawn I'm in, but we are stabilizing. Problem is, I don't like saying that. I don't like having to stabilize with this deck, but second Arachnoid Sentry might help. I don't want to play that. I do not want to draw a Draven right now. So we're just going to pass here. See what I get from this. Another one of those. Kind of sucks, in all honesty. I'd be very surprised if they block here. Yep. I might actually just play Lost Soul. That's how bad this feels. I have to actually play Lost Soul. But yeah, no Scion. We weren't able to really go as fast as I would have liked, but this is still fine, I think. So I can Mystic Shot Spinning Axe here. I'm going to start with the Mystic Shot now. And see if they do anything else. And then we'll just do this. That actually was a misplay. No, I'm fine with that play. Because now I'll just summon Draven's biggest fan. Yeah, actually, that's fine. That's more than fine. But no, that actually was a misplay. I shouldn't have done that, but I'm not too sad because I'll just draw another Draven here to get more spinning axes. And they are running out of gas. As long as they don't draw Pantheon, we're fine. Just make sure I have enough room for my sentries. We're just going to pass here and attack in with everything. Baboon's real nice.
Let's do this.
So you're who's getting buffed. So we're just gonna send in everything. Go from here. Yep, that's fine. You're just gonna take all that damage? There's no way you're taking all that damage, right? There you go. I'm gonna force out another combat trick here. If I can get rid of this big Wounded White Flame, I can get rid of their... That's fine. I can get rid of the Zenith Blade option. And that's what I was trying to do with this play. Because Zenith Blade will kill me. Pantheon and Zenith Blade are all I'm afraid of at the moment. So I think I'm just gonna summon like double Twin Blade. Maybe Twin Blade into Boom Baboon. That's fine. Yuumi, it's not Pantheon. That's all that matters. So yeah, we're going to definitely summon one Twin Blade here. And one Boom Baboon. And sure, another Twin Blade. Even if that last card is Rally, I have blockers. That's okay. Rummage is insanely good right now. Bastions, no problem. And Pantheon. Alright, if Pantheon gets Spell Shield or Lifesteal, we're in trouble. Or Scout. Or Elusive. So he got Spell Shield, I think. Is that Spell Shield? No? He did get Lifesteal, though. That is some Lifesteal. And he does have Elusive, so we're just going to have to do this. But yeah, that lifesteal, ugh. Thankfully, they will have to block, and I'm probably... Here's my game plan next turn. I'm probably going to just play survival skills. Yeah, that should be stunned. All right. If they attack in, I'll probably Spinning Axe my Lost Soul to block whoever they attack with. I'd be very surprised if they did. Am I winning? Are you good? Are you conceding? Oh, let's go. Okay, well, hello again. Round 2, huh? Good hand this time? Maybe? Not as good. Maybe this is gonna be okay. Probably gonna lose this time. I don't think this is a good matchup for me, but it looks like this time I will lose. I could play Zonite Urchin here and cycle away Burn. Could also just play it and not discard anything. You can do that with Zonite Urchin and some Dredger. You can just refuse to discard a card. You won't get a new card, but it's a play you can do. That changes things. I wish I had drawn you on one. So yeah, I'm gonna just play Draven's biggest fan now. Probably gonna use the I'm gonna attack. If they want to waste a combat trick, yeah, I was fine with them. If they wanted to waste a combat trick there. Just probably gonna play Draven here. Nothing much. That's fine. They're gonna go tall, we'll go wide. I think that is fine with me. There's no way they single combat here. If they single combat, I'll just Mystic Shot. And I'll just chump here. I think chumping here is actually really, really good. And I think I'll just play Boom Baboon Zonite Urchin, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I kind of like that play. Another Saga Seeker is whatever. Holding up 3 mana lets me get to bluff Whirling Death. Pretty sweet. Survival Skills, great draw, by the way, in case they do block Draven. That's annoying. That's, in fact, really, really annoying. Still, though, I'm just going to smack everything in here, I think is the play. Just get in there. Push in as much damage as I've got. This is all fine. Yep, this is all fine. Not even going to do anything crazy here. Survival Skills on Draven is probably going to be how I deal with this. They can't actually do anything if I Survival Skills. So this might actually be how I win, which would be great. If they pass priority, I'll just start it off with a Sump Dredger. Chain Vest is annoying. If they just pass, that is annoying, but I think I'm still fine with this. I'll just take the damage. Yeah, I'll just take the damage and go wide. Try to go wide. Another Baboon is nuts here. So we're probably just going to Rummage to start with? Maybe? Depending on what I draw. Zonite Urchin is... We're going to Rummage away my Dredger and my Chomper. I need to keep my Spinning Axe because I need it to be able to play Survival Skill. So we're just going to do this attack. And I do have lethal. If this damage goes through, I do have lethal. I assume singles now. So if I use my... So if I do this, it will do that, and that is exactly enough damage. So if I can actually get this 7 or this 8 in, I win the game. Sadly, it wasn't. Wasn't meant to be. Oh well, that's fine. We'll probably just summon Vi and play our Zonite Urchin here. Start with a Zonite Urchin. They know I have burn now because of that play, but that's fine. Another Rummage. I'm gonna keep Vi. I'm gonna keep Vi because she's discard and I can get rid of her with Rummage anyway, so we're just gonna pass here. Might Rummage here to try and find Scion. Horo Cannon. Okay, Guiding Touch not going face is good for me. And Pantheon, just don't hit Lifesteal. Please no Lifesteal. And you got nothing good. All right, that's good. That's really good. Quick attack challenger is annoying, but no lifesteal is saving me, and I'm just gonna rummage. I don't like this play, but I think I'll do it. Fallen Rider and Scion. That's who I was looking for. There we go. This should be enough, right? Yeah, this is exactly enough. Yeah, we'll do it now. They can't pull in Scion. We open attacking with Scion. Yeah, this is good. And that's lethal? No, that's not lethal. No, we're still fine. Wait, no, because they have Challenger. Yeah, that's exactly... Not exact, but that's lethal enough, sadly. Oh well, GG. Ooh, okay. Spider Burn. Not really something I was expecting to run into, but our hand, we're pretty okay against Spider Burn. We basically just... I'm keeping this whole hand. We can get on the field, on the board quickly as well. We're just going to Zenaton Urchin, Fallen Rider here. And I don't really see my opponent stopping me. Hello, Draven. But yeah, like, I'll play Boom Baboon. I even get 2 free damage right now. We've got... Well, they have more and better burn than us. You know, Noxian Fervor and Decimate. They're not getting damage based on units. Like, we are going to be the ones getting damage through units. And yeah, this is fine. They'll get in, like, 3 damage here. Okay, never mind. They'll get in 4 damage here, I think. So we'll block the Fearsome, and we'll block this. Could take an extra point of damage just to get rid of this, but I think it's better to... No, I think it's better to go and do this. Because this will push in an extra point of damage if I don't kill it, so I think getting rid of... the Saboteur is... Are you called Saboteur? Yes, you are Saboteur. I think getting rid of the Saboteur is just better here. And now we can burst speed summon Flame Chompers. Pretty good. Another rear guard, that's fine. But yeah, so we've got so many cards now. We've got Spinning Axes, we've got Riders, we've got Mystic Shots here. Wish I could Mystic Shot right now, in fact. But yeah, we'll probably just trade off Draven for a 3-2 and maybe even Mystic Shot something here. Maybe not. Okay, hold on. This is actually changing things. So we'll play this. Blocking like this. And we'll do this. And just chump here. So they get no damage here, and we can summon a Rider, like 2 Riders if I want, which I probably will do. That's fine. But yeah, they're run. Oh, okay. Well, GG. Okay, so welcome back to the deck. We played, what, 4 games, and we went 3-1. 3 wins, 1 loss. We played against Nightfall, 2 games against Pantheon Yuumi, and a game against, very fast game against Spiders. We won against Nightfall, we won against Spiders, and then we won 1 against Pantheon Yuumi and lost 1 against Pantheon Yuumi. Pretty strong deck here. Here's the thing, though. I am not good at mid-range. I'll be the first to say that. I most definitely probably made a bunch of misplays in those games, and yet I still won some of them. I feel like in the hands of a much better player, a more mid-range specialist, someone who just loves mid-range in general, they could have probably gotten 4 wins instead of just 3 wins. But yeah, I think the deck is really, really powerful right now. Being able to burst speed summon attackers or blockers is so strong. As long as you can just realize whether you are the beatdown or your opponent is the beatdown, then you can go from there and you can get so many wins. I think this deck is great. Probably actually gonna play some more of this on my stream later on. But yeah, great deck. Very, very powerful in the current meta. Just destroys mid-range in general and is okay against certain aggro decks. So I highly recommend it if you loved Draven Scion back when it was at its peak. It's definitely nowhere near as strong as back then. But granted, back when it was at its strongest, it was kind of definitely OP. But yeah, without Ionia or target invoke stuff around, deck seems strong. And there's not even that much darkness too, which has always been the hard counter, if you will, to this deck. And even the darkness decks aren't even playing that many mini morphs too, so it's not even that bad anymore. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for us. And for the deck, I'd love to hear your opinion on the deck. Do you think it's actually back? Do you think it's good? I think it's good purely because of meta shifts and stuff, but I'd love to hear your opinion. And if you guys just enjoyed the video in general, I would love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. Always helps me out and helps out the channel. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel as well. Also, if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all again once more for watching this video, and until I see you guys in the next one, bye!